All right, let's get. All right, so we're down here where you see what's going on. Love and Marriage Huntsville comes on Saturdays on the OWN network. Check it out, the best reality TV show right now at this current point in time for me. All right, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let the demon know you're here. All right, let's go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
We're about to talk about Wanda's messy, loud, and wrong ass. We're getting ready to talk about Tisha not taking accountability for nothing. She is so... We'll get into it. Martell is a punk for Marcus, but he got all the smoke for Miss Wanda, baby. A grandmother. BITCH-ASS-Ness. Getting into. This is Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 2, Episode 14, Sanctioned. Baby, this thing picks up right where it left off with the fight between Wanda and Martell. Martell all rushing up on her while she tried to go talk to Mel, because Mel done left because he done brought his stinking ass to the party. So she was like, oh, that's my cue to go. So she left. And then, of course, Miss Wanda jumps up. Mind you, Wanda was not invited. And then she comes and she stirs the pot. She stir it up. That's what she do. And makes a mess. It's a production's dream, but not so much for the other people. It's a hurricane. It's a Tasmanian devil is going on. All right, so Wanda is chasing Mel down. Mel is still trying to hightail it to her car to get the hell up out of there. She kept it cute, and she was just like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, Miss Wanda. I don't know what you're talking about. And she was like, I know you leaving because Martell got here. And then as soon as he heard his name, he jumps up from the table and goes to bum rush Wanda. Why all of a sudden he chose that particular time to get up and go chase Miss Wanda as she was chasing Mel? Because he still wanted to see Mel, baby. Oh no, you lost that, brother. And he is unraveling at the seams, baby. We're seeing him unravel. He is unraveling. They're going back and forth at it and stuff like that. So, at the current time when I watched the episode, I did not know that there was... Apparently, Martell was correct that Wanda was talking shit about his kids. And I just thought it was so... Oh my God. I
told Tisha and Marcel not to go. I don't care nothing about no kids. You gonna have them kids just like you. Then they gonna be hating on Mason and Mila when they get big. Hell to the no. Take your children to no birthday party. Have my baby. Them girls hating on them. Get mad because their hair may be longer than yours. She got a pretty face, better than you. No. Y'all can call it messy. Y'all can call it whatever y'all want to call it, but I'm keeping it real. Mama like daughter.
There's some babies too.
Yep. That they said the fruit gonna fall too far from the tree. That's true. But some trees got more better fruits on them, though. What about the party?
Some trees got better fruits on it. She talking about... I don't have a picture of the children's hair, but Marcel and Tisha's children have a longer length of hair, more hair, And I just thought that was disgusting. She was so out of order with that. I just thought it was disgusting. That shit that they used to do that's ingrained in us, being self-hating. And Mel and Martell's children, they have shorter, and the grade of their hair isn't the same. So they may have like 4, and Tisha and them, they may have 3, and they got, shorter lengths of hair and stuff like that. And I just thought that was disgusting, because those children, they are children. Most of them are under the age of 10 years old, the girls anyway. And I just thought it was disgusting, and she was wrong. And I mean, I don't mind Martell checking her about that shit, because she definitely needed to be checked. However, what we're not going to do, you're not going to raise up on an old grandmother, elderly lady looking like a bufferina, like you about to body slam her out that bitch. That's what you're not going to do. You could have waited till after that party, and you could have addressed her, because you was going to be in the same room with her. You could have addressed her then, after the party, sir. So I don't mind you addressing her, but all that aggressive energy, you rolling up on her like that, that's an absolute no. So then Tisha hears her mom outside talking about it's getting loud, that she's going to go out there and check and see what's going on. Then Wanda kept talking to Mel, and then Mel was still trying to get away. Tisha was like, "Mom, don't chase her. She's not your daughter. She's not your daughter." And I was sitting up here like, did anybody think? Do you think your mother thought that was her daughter? Tisha, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, so Destiny had to come in there and pull Martell. Thank you, Destiny. I'm giving you thank you, because you the only one that's been holding this man. Well, you're not the only one, but I'm glad everybody is trying to hold this man's feet to the fire and ain't here for the bullshit. So she was pulling him, telling her to raise up off her. Get your energy. Your energy is messed up. You need to back on up. And so she got him under control, like a little bit. And then Miss Wanda was still trying to talk to Mel. Mel was like, "Okay, we about to go now. I gotta go." Her in that accent, "I got to go now." So Mel said, "If it don't involve a check, I ain't checking for it." And Destiny ended up leaving with Mel. And I was like, did she leave her purse? Did she have her purse? Like, she was like, "Girl, I would go with you if this thing wasn't, if my I think she said my car keys." That's what I'm saying. I'm like, "Where's your purse at?" You talking about she just leaving. And so Mel was like, "You can get on in the car, girl. I'll bring you back to get your car. We can go." And Destiny jumped on in the car, and there she go. They was gone in the wind, baby. So when they get back to the table, Kimmy has absolutely had it. She was talking to her Jalen and her husband Maurice, and she was like, "If we was just gonna have dinner by ourselves, we could have just did this at home." And so Wanda came back, and she was basically like, Kimmy was trying to get it under control, because she's still trying to go at Martell, talking about, "I heard you got a whole baby on the way." I said, "Oh Lord, she's being super messy at the table." Kimmy said, "This is not about Martell, and it's not about you, Wanda. It's not about Martell, but I got something to say." She said, "No, you don't. I'm gonna stay with her." She was not playing. She was like, "I can stay with her, but there is no but, Wanda. This is my event. You are uninvited and you're out of order." And I can say what I want to say. Kimmy sitting there, Tisha sitting there ain't said nothing. Marcel sitting there ain't said nothing. Wanda and Kimmy just going back and forth, back and forth. He was like, she was like, you know what? You can't talk. She was not playing. And they left them sitting at the table looking stupid. Later on, you see Mel talking to her brother about Martell, telling her kids that their uncle liked boys, but in a negative and a homophobic way. And she said she wasn't here for it. Now, she didn't give us context to what was actually said, because sometimes kids can be curious, or, he might have just been bringing that up for whatever reason. So I don't know, but whatever it was, Mel didn't like it. She said she called him and cussed his ass the fuck out. And she also said that, she said that they were going to have Destiny is having an event, a Halloween event, and that's the next place that we're all going to be together. And so he said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna represent or whatever. And so he was like, because he really is out of order for that. So Marcel and Kimmy meet up at a chicken shack to have lunch and, of course, discuss the evening that was ruined by a hurricane called Wanda. They pretty much was kind of agreeing with each other. They were saying that, she's not going to be able to come to all the events. And that he said, well, are you going to tell Wanda? And she was like, I don't think it's my place to tell Wanda, which it wasn't. Because you didn't, how you going to have a conversation to somebody about an event that they weren't even invited to? Make sense. So we were sitting up there thinking about, like, what is going on here? What is going on? What is actually going on with this whole scenario? And so she said, I think T is going to have that conversation with her mother. And he was like, I don't know. They all, it's Wanda. It's just Wanda. That's just how she acts. And I'm like, no. And when you have unchecked behavior, bad behavior is going to continue to happen. So, no, that's not what it is. That's not what we're doing here. So, let's see, what else? So he was like, you going to ban her? And he was like, no, but I feel like I should be able to have the say of who is invited to my events. So he goes back and in turn tells Tisha what Kimmy and him discussed. And what she said, he already told Kimmy that he would do that. And it didn't go over so well. So, Tisha's very immature. She doesn't want to take accountability. She doesn't want to say, I invited my mother when my mother wasn't invited. And at the end of the day, that is all it is. Period. You made a mistake. You made an error in judgment. And you invited your mother. And you know why you invite your mother? Because you feel like nobody has your back but your mother. And so Marcel don't have your back. You claim Kimmy don't have your back. No, Kimmy don't have your back when you're wrong, boo. That's all. She don't have your back when you're wrong. That's it. That's all. She said, I'm not going to stand in shit with you. You stay in your own shit. I got my own shit to attend to over here. So she was like, basically, you hold your own pussy lips. That's just what it is. So if you say that I'm not on your side because your side consists of bullshit that I'm not co-signing, then okay, that's on you. And so We got the Mommy Business podcast. Destiny comes first. Tisha looks cute. She had a little vampy look going on or whatever. I don't know why she always got to do so much when a podcast is audio. So, I don't know. So they talking about, what's the benefits of doing the Mommy podcast and talking to people and bringing awareness to certain situations and stuff like that. So she basically was like, thank you for, inviting me. She was like, you're a new mom. Then all of a sudden, Kimmy walks in. Now, Kimmy walks in and immediately we're like, late, looking at her phone, late, with that passive aggressive energy. Now, she was just on some bullshit. She's just going to be on some bullshit. And that's just what it is. She just on some bullshit. So, Kim was like, okay, I'm glad to know what we on. Okay, I'm ready now. I'm ready. And they basically have like all of this small talk. And then all of a sudden, Destiny brings up the drama at the graduation party for her son. She was like in the confessional, thanks a lot, Des. Thanks a lot. So she didn't appreciate it, and she kind of saw what you were doing, bitch. We see each other. So then Letitia says, oh, my mom, you said that my mom wasn't invited to any more events. No more to events. She was like, no, she's not invited to my events. She was like, if I want to invite her, I will invite her. But if I don't, extend an invitation, she is not invited. And she was like, well, when she came in, she probably was taken aback from that rude greeting that you gave her. She said, rude? Girl, all I did was say, oh, I wasn't expecting you. Hey, Wanda. And I don't know why you think that's rude. She said, because you said you wasn't expecting her. Okay, and I wasn't expecting her. And so everything she was saying, like Kimmy came back with common sense. Like, are we following the conversation? And then she was like, she said, well, when you start talking to someone rude, it shifts the energy. She said there was no energy to shift because she shouldn't have been there. She didn't belong there. Well, you're still being rude. She did not belong there. So whatever she got when she got there, uninvited, that's what she gets. And that is on her. I don't know why you being so rude. Kimmy says, look, T, what you tend to do is always start in the middle of the conversation. Let's go back to the beginning, shall we? Your mother was not invited. You invited her. She showed up uninvited. You said that I said something rude to her, which I do not agree with. But okay, I'm gonna go with it. The point still remains: she didn't belong there, and she ruined my event for my son. We are in the whole panorama. And we got to do things differently. My son didn't even have a graduation like regular people. Like, this was I wanted to do something special for him because he was not celebrated in that way. And if you don't get that, I don't know what to say. So then, Destiny's sitting in the middle like this. She had the dumb look. That joint was so funny, y'all. I know she probably was like, well, you know what? thanks for inviting me, Tisha. I gotta go get my baby. My baby probably hungry. And so, girl, she exits things left so fast. She's like, this whole energy ain't gonna get shifted onto me. I'm about to get on out of here. She's like, I heard enough. She said, she probably like, I'm on Kimmy's side. And that's just on period. And, she keeps saying that unchecked behavior, bad behavior with Wanda will continue. And she said, She said, well, you said you didn't want me in the middle. And she said, I didn't put you in the middle. I told you if I had something to say to your mother, I would say it to her, not you. And therefore, I wouldn't be putting you in the middle. You put yourself in the middle by inviting her to my event. I didn't know I couldn't invite her to the event. She was like, oh, okay, T. Okay. I'm going to see you later, okay? All right. Oh, my God. Dun, 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 dun. The Marcus and Martell confrontation at Destiny's event, the Halloween and voter awareness event. I'm sounding like that dumbass teacher event. And all the men are around, everybody's trickling in at different times and looking at the costumes and the outfits and stuff like that. And so we know that Martell came looking like a pharaoh or whatever. And lo and behold, man, Marceau was so tickled when he saw. Oh my God, let me show you the clip. Do I have that clip? I don't have that clip. Let me find the clip. I'm gonna find it. Oh, well, this is not the actual thing, but I still want to bring your attention to this scene because it's a short scene.
Yeah. What's up, man? How the hell did you end up wearing what I had on? I haven't seen you since you didn't push your wife out of your life. What the hell is going on with all this stuff? We haven't been seeing eye to eye for a while. So why is that? I guess we said going apart. I would definitely say we're going apart. I mean, like, she want to be on TV. She wants to be the star. Only thing right now I'm focused on. You said I got my kids, right? That's what I'm focused on.
And I guess you went Father of the Year award. When the kids were at my house, you know what they told me when it was time to go? They told Troy, will you be our daddy? I don't want to go home.
Hey,
your kids said
don't say that book. I don't give a. Don't ever say that.
Tell me what your kids said.
Don't ever say like that to me. I'll beat your mother.
I'm just telling you what the kids said.
Don't say that.
I'm telling you how they feel psychologically.
I don't give a. You going to listen? Don't mention your kids. So I don't give a about you. I care about no. You better give a. What I'm saying right now.
All that don't mean to me.
If you say it again, I'm a. You what?
You won't walk away like you walking out.
You gonna walk away. It was a particular scene when he first walked up, and Marceau was so tickled. He's like, you know how two girls at the dance show up with the same dress on. That was just like that. I mean, he was tickled up, and then and his bitch ass walked away. But you should have seen. Let me see. Let me show you the energy that he had for Miss Wanda, though. Let me see if I can find the energy that he had for Miss Wanda. Speaking to Tisha about her mom after the conversation that he had with Kimmy, and he's coming back to her, and he is trying to be the voice of reason. And again, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but
okay, your aunties and your mother in Kimmy's life, they haven't.
The reason her and Kimmy has an issue is because my mama told Kimmy you didn't have Tisha back, and that is the problem. You're so upset with my mom because she said that you didn't have Tisha back.
the conversation with you and your mom, that still happens to this day. And I'm telling you, as your husband who's received the brunt of it for 15 years, I've had the same conversation with you before. Here's this. Would this be possible? Okay? Assuming that if you had an event and you said, who do I want to come to my event? Right? You invite the people. Right? Mm-hmm. Don't put it on the people to invite the people, other people, because you're not controlling that. And so my only thing is that don't invite people to other people's events.
I did not know it was an issue. I hear what you're saying.
But as a general rule,
I hear what you're saying. But there's family, so it's different.
Okay, Tisha.
But now that I know, I won't do it again.
Okay, my thing is this. As a general rule, okay, especially people that have had conflict in any way.
Family members have conflict all the time, Marcel, and they make up and they move on. You've had conflict with
Kimmy and your mom are not family.
Right. Okay.
My sister-in-law and my mother-in-law are not family.
Well, I'll keep it separate.
Let's be clear.
No, can you just listen to this? Maybe it's a general rule.
General rule, don't invite other people to other people's stuff. Okay.
Ever.
So being that my mom is my mother, Kimmy is Marie's wife, my sister-in-law. If I have something, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to invite my mom and I'm going to invite Kimmy.
Girl,
so now what you're telling me is that I have to do either or.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that's your event. You invite whoever you want to your event.
Hello.
That's your event.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that when someone invites you to their event, don't invite someone else, especially someone that had, as a general rule, that's fair.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't even know if they had enough cups and plates.
That's true.
Baby. Hold on. I'm trying to see. No, that's not the one. Because that's when they was back sitting down talking and they was okay. Yeah, so that was the episode, y'all. The episode was really, really good. I mean, they came with the drama at the beginning, the middle, and the end. I really enjoyed this show. The show was good. I think it raises a lot of issues and raises, just like Bell Collective, a lot of things that go on in our community that tend to be swept underneath the rug. And sometimes it's good to see it. That way you can be more cognizant in your own mind. So when we're watching bad behavior, make sure you're not mimicking bad behavior. Practice mindfulness and intention in the way you interact in your relationships, and it probably would just take you a lot more further. And so, that's my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back next week for the next review. The reviews will be up on time, y'all. I'm telling you, that's a new goal for me. I've said it. I'm saying it. It's going to be in the universe, and you're going to see me not the day of, but the day after for the review. All right, y'all. Peace.